impact investments can come in the form of debt or equity or virtually any type of financial instrument. The difference is that they have an additional component where they're providing an explicit, positive, and active impact on the environment or on humanity directly. And these impacts could range from technologies that reduce carbon emissions, to improving energy efficiency, to ensuring healthcare access to larger populations of individuals in the developing world as well as here in the US. There are a range of applications that could fall into impact investing, and they are typically at this point available mainly through wealth managers. They're not so easy for the general public to access, although there are a few examples of that I find quite captivating, particularly in microfinance and community development. One example is a great organization based here in San Francisco, Kiva. And Kiva does not provide a financial return, but it gives you the opportunity to invest in, through microfinance, in very small entrepreneurs around the world and get your money back. There are others that allow you to do that and actually make a profit. Microplace, which is a subsidiary of PayPal eBay, allows accounts for very small investor sizes. Calvert Notes are one of the other opportunities for individuals to invest in their local communities in a range of services that benefit people in need. Impact investing as a field has experienced a tremendous growth in enthusiasm on the part of investors, as well as really talented entrepreneurs that have been bringing their energies to bear on some of the world's toughest problems. JP Morgan recently issued a report stating that there is up to a $1 trillion investment opportunity over the next 10 years in impact investing. And those kinds of numbers get people very excited. And we've seen a lot of folks trying to crowd into the space, and they've brought a lot of new energy, skills, and excitement to what we're trying to achieve. We've even seen some of the very large mainstream investment houses, asset management firms, try to enter the space. I would say with varying degrees of authenticity and success. There are purists who want to keep the sector small and very focused on the purest of impacts. There are others that want to broaden the field, but I think there's a danger in going too broad in that you then dilute the impact that you're trying to achieve and run the risk of what could be called greenwashing or social washing, where folks who really aren't doing anything particularly proactively, quote, good, coming in with a label of impact investing and attracting investors on an unfair basis. To manage the problem of undercutting the brand of impact investing or the standards, there are some very important initiatives that we've been involved with for several years in guiding to create the standards. What is impact across different industries, across different asset classes, and then measuring whether a particular investor, a particular fund, a particular entrepreneur is actually meeting those standards that have been agreed by the community. I think those kinds of initiatives are critical, and without continued development of standards and compliance with those standards, there is a risk of folks coming in with approaches that make claims that they can't really back up. Impact investing has been with us for many years, but in the past few years, it's been getting a lot more attention. And we're finding that a growing number of individuals and families, institutions are understanding that they can align their investing with their values and still do quite well in the process, that they can bring the rigor of investing to problems that they care deeply about. And this can be deployed in a range of areas. We've seen clean technologies as one particularly prominent sector in the past few years, but there are a number of opportunities in sustainable agriculture, in healthcare, both in the US and emerging markets overseas. And in this uncertain financial environment, we're also seeing small business investing getting a very close look from investors who care about their communities. And so as an individual, we all have the opportunity to deploy assets, deploy our wealth for something that we care about.